And I do know that in 2001 you wrote an article in that magazine about Barbados, and that same year also marked the beginning of a whole series of events that you staged here in Barbados, still being based in London though, right?
That's correct. Actually, a friend of mine that is a Barbadian English tell me that he's got a booking in Barbados, and what don't I try to do and see what can be done over there. So I just left and came back with a festival and encouraged British people, younger British people, to experiment the beauty of Barbados through music and entertainment. So I started staging a series of events in various nightclubs on the island and offering a package including accommodation, hotel, and a pass to go to all the clubs. So that lasted for about 5 to 6 years.
What was the name of the event?
UK meets Barbados.
Okay. And over the years, I guess you couldn't help but fall in love with Barbados. You moved here, and I remember I first met you in 2003. You were pregnant with Naeem, your son, your beautiful little son.
Yes.
And I think you had shortly before also started to work with Derek Wilkie at CRS Music.
Actually, I fell in love in Barbados the first day I arrived in Barbados. So that was something in place that to me, it felt right for me from the beginning. And truly meeting, going in and out of Barbados and working still in England, I had the pleasure to be involved in the release of Tony Norville's first album, and she's such an incredible artist with so much talent that I started to be involved a little bit more in her management, and met Derek as he was a distributor for Tony, so negotiated with Derek, and I started consulting for CRS Music and tried to see what the French market and the French Caribbean market was to offer to Barbadian artists. So that was my first collaboration with CRS and Derek
Which
Wilkie.
lasts until the present day. You're still working there, you're still working alongside Derek Wilkie.
Correct.
And in the meantime, you are actually managing your own label, and that is really my favorite topic because we know very much here on the island of Barbados about ZR music. A lot of people get annoyed with it. They say it's too loud, it's dirty lyrics and all of that. For you, it was an inspiration, and you named the label that you manage, ZR Music.
Yes, and it's not only for me. I find that for all my friends, it's part of the Barbadian experience as well. I just don't seem to understand why it seems like all the problem of Barbados seems to depend on ZRs. I think, yes, there is some problem. Yes, sometimes the music is too loud, but it's also a very good way to going from one place to the other, and the music, I do like it. Zion Roots music, ZR music, encourage ZR to play more conscious reggae music. So I think that the music, which is part of the Barbadian culture, is here to last, and I just would like it to be a bit more conscious. So keep playing music in the ZR, just choose conscious lyrics, that's all.
And as you were saying, it's a good way for tourists to come in contact with the music. That's their first contact with it, isn't it?
Yes, and it's a first experience, and I think a lot of people enjoy it. It's fun. It is a fun experience of Barbados, and you can go anywhere in Barbados with $3. You cannot beat that nowhere in the world.
How many albums have you released with ZR Music so far?
We've released 2 albums, Reggae Badge Volume 1 and the second album called Reggae is Love. We just licensed an artist from Guyana now, Natural Black, which will be the next release, and we're working with other Barbadian reggae artists for the 4th album coming next year.
Fantastic. Well, I really, really wish you good luck and lots of success with everything that you do. My final question to you, Agnes. You have been reading the Black liberation writers, you have been involved with Afro-Caribbean music and culture most of your life. Now you even release and distribute Black music, Caribbean music. You are a white lady.
I don't think, first and foremost, I don't think there's black or white. We are brown and different shade of brown. So I think ultimately you are all come from the same place, and I think it's for everybody to know, and I think not only black people should know about black history, because it's history in general that everybody should be aware of. My best friend as well, Elgas from Cameroon and Miel from the French Caribbean, being around them as well, around their family, getting to know more different traditions, just teach you that there's not a culture that is better than the other. It's just difference, and I embrace differences. So I may be white into a parameter, but I'm beige, and then a black person will be brown. So I don't see this. I don't see this. As
and yes, the world needs people like you. Thank you so very much for being the guest on our show. As I said, I wish you all the luck and success in the world. Okay?
Thank you very much, Gabriela, for having me.
And yes, to our viewers, hopefully next Sunday we'll be back with somebody else from somewhere in the world who has made the Caribbean their home. So join us again. See you.